Hey, welcome to the channel. Today in this video, I'm going to discuss a little bit about how changing the batteries on one of these, a Razer Pocket Rocket. So in this video, I'll talk about how many batteries there are, where they're located, what type of batteries, and what tools you will need to change this out. So first we'll go over the tools. Oh, and also at the end, I'll actually throw in a bonus on how many versions there are and which one you may have. So starting off, we're gonna go over the tools. So tools, we have 3/8 ratchet. I got an extension to make it a little bit easier for me. You got Allen key sockets, which one's a 4mm and the other one's a 3/16. If you do not have that, you might have one of these around the house, which I ended up taking the screw out and just pulling this off and made it a little bit easier. Either way, they both work. There's other options too, and then some tape just to make it a little bit easier. So with all that being said, let's get into this. So if you didn't know what this is a Razer Pocket Rocket. So it's run strictly by batteries. This is your charge cable. Got one here, you got on and off switch here. As you can see, you got batteries right there, which is behind this. So you need to take this off to get to the batteries. There's 2 batteries in each one of these. And there's a bracket that holds those, so we'll get into that. So to get this shield off, you'll have a screw here, a screw on the opposite side of the same thing, and then if you pick it up, there's one right underneath there. Those are the only 3 that you need to take off, and those are your 3/16. So you'll take your 3/16, you'll undo those, and you pull the front wheel out of it. Then when you have that off, you'll get to these. This bracket right here, 4mm screw on this side and one on the other side. Take those out, you slide this up and you can pull that out. And let me walk over here. And then when you pull them out, you're gonna have to pull one out at a time. And when you pull each of them out, they're gonna be hooked to a harness. You can unplug them, unclip your harness, and there you go. And you'll be left with something like this. So you have all 4 of your wires there. Again, there's 3 different versions to this for the battery setup, and I will go over each one of them at the end of the video. But while we're talking about it, that's the easy part, taking those out. So getting them in can be a little bit of a pain. So on the harness that I have, they came with the battery, which this is where I ended up getting it from, or over here, not sure where I'm gonna put it. But, so I got mine there and I actually got the wrong one. So don't do what I did. I'm gonna give you the information at the end of this video to be able to get the correct wire harness with yours. Now, you may just go ahead and get the batteries, and that's fine too. Places around here, and I did this the last time, I went to, I think it was Battery Mart. I think Walmart carries them also. But you'll need 2 of them when you get them. And in the Amazon that I ended up getting mine from, there was, both of the batteries came with it, and then I ended up getting the harness all together in one package deal. So it made it way easy. I think I got it in about 2 days? No, I think it was 3 days. So anyways, enough rambling. Let me get back to it. So, okay, you got the batteries off, you got the batteries in front of you. So you bring the new ones out. Imagine these are the new ones, which I already got the new ones in here. In mine, there's a fuse. So you're gonna have the red on one, the black on the other. There's gonna be inline fuse hooked right there. To make it easier for me, I separated these, and the wire I taped it down, wrapped around one battery, and the wire I pushed down and taped the other one to the other one to keep it there in place, because when you start trying to get this finagled back in there, then it doesn't come unhooked from your prongs here. Then your other wire on the harness that I got is just a 2 wire You got your black that'll go on, and then you hook your red up. And you're done on hooking up your batteries themselves. You put them close to the side, you'll hook the harness in. There's a little hole underneath the seat that you can shove the wires up as you're trying to push it in. You put the batteries back on, the little tray right here, and then you'll do the reverse of what we just said. So you'll take your bracket, this bracket here, you'll slide it in the front, and then bring it back, put it down, get the 4mm screws, put those back in there, snug them up. They don't have to be super tight or anything, because your wires are going to be on top of there. Kind of holds everything together. Nice, tidy, good to go. So then you want to put the cowl back on, or the plastics back on. So you just bring it over, push it down, get the front wheel to go right in the front here. Just pull this whole thing up, and you can put your side screws in, which is 3/16. And then remember, you lift it up, you got the one on the bottom. Make sure you get that, and then you're done putting it back together. You may want to get another charge cable, charge harness and battery, well, for the battery, which I bought these also. And because I couldn't remember where mine were, so I bought new ones. We charged them up in about 2 hours. They were good to go. So that's kind of how this is set up right here, and I hope that helped. I will throw in a couple other things, at least one thing. What I do not like about these pocket rockets, on the air nozzles or valves, front one's fine, the back one is behind this sprocket. It sucks to get to. So I know they have smaller things for air to go in there. I didn't have that, so I had to finagle a way to get in there, be able to get air in it. But just to let you know, I think I put these at 30 foot-pounds, or PSI, 30 PSI, sorry. And they worked out good for the kids. Matter of fact, I think I may need to put a little bit more air in the back ones. But, so on that note, we're good on there. So now you've got, let's get to the batteries, the bonus part of this. So you got 2 different batteries. You got a 7 amp hour and a 9 amp hour. There's 2 separate ones. Now there's still going to be the both the AB 1270 or the AB 1290 batteries. They're AGMs, and of course the 12 is for 12 volts for both of them, and the 70 or the 90, that's 7 amp hours or 9 amp hours. That's going to be the difference. If you want a little bit more ride time for the kids or whoever, then go with the 9 amp hour. I ended up getting the 7 amp hours just because, I don't know, I probably should have went with the 9. Anywho, so those are the 2 types of batteries for this. So now if you go to the versions, they have different wire harnesses. So versions 1 through 6 is a 4-pin 4-wire harness, which that's the one I got. The version 7 through 26 is the 4-pin 2-wire harness, which comes with a fuse also, an inline fuse, which that's the one I have for this, but not the one I bought for this. So all I did with this one was 2 extra wires. I just rolled them up, taped them up, and stuffed them in there. Still works the same way, because on this one only 2 pins work. Then you have your 27 plus version, which is a 2-pin and 2-wire. So that'll let you know which one you have on the versions that you need to order, and I do have that in all of them in the description, link below. I appreciate it. Hopefully I got most of your questions answered on how to do this. I appreciate y'all watching. Please like, subscribe, and we will see y'all in the next one. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good